welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we're just going to see about human values. So on the topic of sharing about oneself. So now let's move on to the presentation. So sharing about oneself. So this is nothing but you should share about oneself means it expressing our thoughts, feelings, interests, and experiences with others. It helps the people to understand us a better, and it builds a trust, confidence, or strong relationships. So, like in a day-to-day life, we'll go on to the day-to-day life example. So, the first day of college, you introduce yourself by telling your name, hobbies, and goals. So, this helps you to make a new friendship. So the key message of sharing about oneself is sharing creates an understanding and stronger relationship. So next is about a self-exploration process for valid education. So self-exploration means understanding yourself and your thoughts, your feelings, your strength, and your weakness. And it helps to decide what is right and what is wrong. So this leads to a better decision making and for your personal growth. So next is your continuous happiness and prosperity. So it is you know the difference between your temporary happiness and continuous happiness. So the temporary happiness comes from buying new things or getting rewards, whereas your continuous happiness comes from a good relationship, good values, and peace of mind. So the prosperity means having enough to meet our needs and not limited the world. Uh, as a day-to-day example, we seen as like buying a new phone makes you happy for a few days only, and spending a quality time with your families and friends makes a long-lasting happiness. And having an enough money for your education, food, and shelter is a true prosperity. So the key message for the continuous happiness and prosperity is the relationship and right understanding gives a lasting happiness. So next is your basic human aspiration. So the basic human aspirations means every human being has a few basic aspirations. One is happiness and prosperity, where happiness leads to your peace, satisfaction, and mental well-being, whereas prosperity leads to having an enough resource to live comfortable. So the key message of basic human aspiration is like everyone wants and happiness and enough resource for to lead a good life. So next one is an exploring human consciousness. So which means that it's our ability to think and understand or make decisions. So unlike an animals, humans can choose what is right based on your reasoning and values. So where we go into the day-to-day life example means like if you find a lost wallet, so instead of keeping it with you, you should return it to the owner because you know it is the right thing to do. So during the exams you avoid cheating because your confidence tells you about to be an honest. So the key message is like our consciousness helps us to make an ethical and responsible choice. So from this simple conclusions, I ending my presentations like that every person wants happiness and prosperity by sharing openly and understanding yourself through self-exploration and using our self-confidence to make the right decision. So we need to build a good relationship, live peacefully, and become a responsible human beings. So thank you for watching my channel. Thank you.